Okay, so we're ready. We're going to skip, as I said before, we're going to skip section 6.4 and we're going to move on to chapter 6.5 called Linear Inequalities. And by now I hope that you would have looked by yourself in the textbook. You need to look through the examples in the textbook yourself from page 289 to page 291. There's some examples in the textbook that you should work through on your own before you attempt to do these. Okay, and if you haven't done that, turn off the movie, go back to your textbook and then come back to the movie. Alright, so I'm assuming you've done that, and on that assumption I'm now going to explain to you on page 292 number 8. Okay, how do I graph a linear inequality? This is a simple little linear inequality that I'm going to graph, and don't let this sign put you off. Okay, look at it and pretend as if there is an equal as sign. So let's say it's x equal to minus 2. Okay, so I'm going to go and graph x equal to minus 2. So I'm going to go here, and there's my y-axis, there's my x-axis. X is equal to minus 2. What is the value of y? Y? There is no y in this. Okay, it doesn't cross the y-axis, otherwise it would have said something about y here. So this is just a simple graph that would run parallel with the y-axis down. Okay. Now before I'm going to write the line, it goes down like this, I'm going to just quickly go back to my inequality and I'm going to see, what does that sign say? That sign is a smaller s sign, which means that if this was on a number line, I'm going to just quickly draw a number line, there's 0, there's minus 2. If it was on a number line, it would have been an empty circle, and that would mean that the circle is not included in the solution. So this sign, without the equal as sign, means that the line itself is not included as the solution. And so I'm going to draw, instead of a solid line, I'm going to draw a dotted line. Okay? There's my dotted line. I'm not drawing a solid line, I'm drawing a dotted line because that smaller s sign tells me that the line is not part of the solution, the same as what this dot would tell me, it's not part of the solution. Now I have to decide which side do I need to shade. This says x is smaller than minus 2. How am I going to do that? I'm going to go, and I'm going to go on this side of the line and I'm going to pick any point. Okay, let's pick this point here. That point would be minus 3 because this one is minus 2. Okay, plug it into the equation. Plug it back into this equation. Minus 3 minus 2. Is minus 3 smaller than minus 2?
Yes.
Yes, indeed it is. Okay, thank you. So it does solve the equation. Now what if I picked something on this side? Say I picked minus 1. I would have gone and plugged that in, minus 1. Is minus 1 smaller than minus 2? No, minus 1 is bigger. Minus 1 is the other side. It's bigger. So that is not a solution. So this side is therefore not a solution to the problem, but this side is indeed a solution. So therefore I know I'm going to go and shade this side. Okay, and that is it. It's done. X smaller than minus 2, this side is shaded. End.